Kakadosh Boker Tov, Shavua Tov. We're continuing with Halachot of Hannukah. In Siman Tafresh Ayin Vav, Maram brings down that when you're going to light, on the first night, you're going to make 3 different berachot, La'alik ner Hannukah, She'asa nisim and Shechianu. And if you do not make the Zeman, which is Shechianu, on the first night, you're going to do it on the second night, or whenever you're going to remember. There is a Siman which is brought down to remember. It's in Bamidbar where it says, Aselecha seraf, Vesimoto al netz. Right? He says, V'ra'o tov achai. What does that mean? He comes and he says, Aselecha saraf is la'lik ner Chanukah, to light the candles of Chanukah. Simo tol nes is nisim, shasa nisim lavotenu. V'ra'o tov achai is shechianu. This is brought down in Chaim Falache, a siman to remember that we do 3 different berachot on the night of Chanukah. The Ben Ish Chai also brings down remes in the actual word shelosha. What is shelosha? Shasa nisim lehadlik. Then he says shechianu and hanerot alalu, right? So therefore you have shilosha. The word shilosha actually has these 3 berachot in order to remind ourselves. Now, obviously, the first when we are doing the berachot, we have to realize that it's a very important moment. There are some people that they even do netilat yadayim beforehand. There's 13 words in each of the first 2 berachot to remind ourselves of the Yugimim Midot Rachamim, of the 13 attributes of mercy. And both of them together come out to Shem Havayav, 26, the numerical value of the name of Hashem. So therefore, obviously, we have to actually be saying it with a lot of kavanah, because this is going to be going throughout the entire Chanukah, these first 2 berachot. Now, he does bring down also that you should even put on, the Kaveh Yashar brings down, you should put on your jacket just like you're going to the Bet Knesset, which means that it's not just stam that you're lighting the Chanukiah. This is something of very, very most important when you're doing this. Obviously, when you're making the berachot, you're doing it with your wife and children, everyone beside you. And the first night, he comes and he says, also, this is brought down in other places, is that you should check your tzitziot beforehand. Why? Because if you remember, we said the chutam shulash, that the 3 different things, we said you have the mezuzah on your right side, you have the Chanukah on the left side, and you're in the center, which is going to have the tzitzit. So therefore, he says, a person should come and check his tzitziot to make sure they're going to be kosher when they're going to come and they're going to be doing this mitzvah of Chanukah. Now, to do with all the different things also, a person should be careful that the first thing that he does is he's first going to make the bracha and then he's going to light. The diavad, if a person made a mistake and they lit the shamash before lighting the regular, the first candle that is supposed to, but diavad is yotzei chovah, post factum it's going to be okay, but obviously lechatechila, you're not supposed to light the shamash first, right? Or if you're going to be using the shamash to light other candles, so then what you would do is you would light the shamash first, and then you would do that. But the majority of people that they do have, right, oil, shemen zayit zach, which that's the mehadrin, that is the best thing, the mitzvah minuvchar to use. So therefore you usually cannot use the oil to light the other candles, was how you're doing it. You would need something else. So therefore the shamash will actually be lit last. So what you're doing is you're making the 3 berachot, and then afterwards you're going to light. Once after lighting the first candle, then you start tanerot alalu. Some people, they make the mistake, they finish the bracha and they already start tanerot alalu, they're trigger happy. But the problem is you still didn't light yet. So first you're lighting the first candle. Once you lit the first candle, which that's the Ikara Mitzvah, now you're supposed to start Hanerot Alalu Kodeshem. There's obviously different nuschaot, different versions of Hanerot Alalu. It's actually based upon Masechet Sofrim, but again, there's different versions with how many words in it, whether it's 36, like the amount of candles throughout the nights without the shamash, or is it going to be others as well? But again, all these things are just to have that in mind. We'll continue with the halachot, right, every single day, but this is just at the beginning about the berachot of what we're supposed to be doing. Obviously, we're going to be doing it in the Bet Knesset first tonight. We do it before Arvit in order that there should be Pirsum and Isa, because there was a minhag doing it towards the end of Arvit, but if it's going to be towards the end of Arvit and then everyone leaves, so therefore there's not going to be publicizing the miracle. So we do it before Arvit. We come, we light the Chanukiah, and even though we're doing here Shechianu, right, we don't have in mind to be Yitzhak Chovah here. Obviously, the majority are going to be lighting it at home with their wives and children, so therefore they're still able to do Shechianu at home. So it's going to be tonight that again, between Mincha and Arvit, we do the lighting of the Chanukiah, and then afterwards you go at home. Anyway, you're only supposed to light it by Tzet Kochavim, so it's going to be at 6:11. So therefore, we have enough time to finish Arvit here, and then you go home, and you'll still probably have a few minutes in order to do the lighting of the Chanukiah.